'Tis the season. It's time to make some ornaments. These are cinnamon applesauce ornaments, and these happen to be a very favorite little trinket that we give friends and family every year because they smell amazing. So as you can see here, it's applesauce, cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, some glue, and so we're going to start with the applesauce. And this is just glue from the Dollar Tree. I believe there's only like maybe 3/4 of glue in here. So we're gonna empty all that in. That's just gonna kind of make sure everything holds together. Some people don't put glue in theirs. I do. I just find that it helps kind of make the ornaments last all year. Even after they lose their smell, they're still pretty, so. And then after the glue, we're gonna add in our cinnamon and we're gonna stir it up. There's our nutmeg and cloves. And we want the consistency of dough, you guys, so that's what we're going for here. Smells good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. All those good ingredients, but you got glue in it.
I know, it holds it all together.
Obviously,
it dries.
We're not eating it.
No, you're not eating this, babe. I mean, you can try it. Didn't you eat glue in elementary school?
Well, at least it wasn't lead paint like you in the 70s.
Oh, you're so funny. So now that the dough is the consistency of cookie dough, really, we're gonna roll it out, and just like cookies, we're gonna grab our cookie cutters and we are gonna make our little cinnamon cookie ornaments. Obviously, I chose a bunch of different Christmas ones that I had. I did lose my gingerbread one, you guys, and I was kind of upset. I have an angel one, though, which I just kind of pawned off as a gingerbread man, so that'll work. But I'm going to stick them all in and then just peel around the edges. And you see me grab a pencil. Reason being is after I, or actually while they're still in the cookie cutters, I'm just gonna make a hole where I feel I'm gonna wanna put that string. I usually use jute to hang these every year, but I'm just making a hole, but I'm making sure it's big enough to fit that jute through. You can use ribbon too, if you want. And now, depending upon the thickness of your ornaments, I make some thicker, I make some thinner. It can take quite some time to dry. So I'm gonna leave these overnight, and then the next day I'll flip them over. And then it helps if you have a dehumidifier as well. I do set mine by the dehumidifier so that they dry out a lot quicker. But you do want them a little bit thick, just for the simple fact that you don't want them to break easily. And here's a fun new thing I tried this year just to make like a room freshener. I took these little mini pie crusts. I had 2 of them left over because I made mini pumpkin pies the other night for the kids. And I had 2 left over, so I just took out that graham crust and I'm using the foil pie shape thing. And I'm just pushing some of the cinnamon dough right down into it. And then I made a little pumpkin pie. Isn't that cute? And I kind of wanted to make it as realistic as I could. So I'm just kind of going around the edges just to make that circular look to it. And then I will take a fork too and kind of push down on all those edges. I made a cherry pie one too. So we'll see how those turn out. Because when those fully dry, we'll take that tin off of them then. And it'll look like just little mini pies that smell amazing that you can put in your bathroom or kitchen or wherever you want to. My dad actually uses these ornaments as air fresheners in his truck. So I'm just experimenting. I've made 3-dimensional stuff like snowmen. I made a snowman last year just with rolled up dough and stuff. So you guys can just kind of get crazy with this as if it's modeling clay. I've made wreaths out of this as well. I've gotten those dollar store wooden wreaths that are pretty thin, and I've covered it in this dough and let it dry. Lots of different ideas with this stuff. There's my little cherry pie. And once they're fully dry, go ahead and paint them. Add some glitter, add some sequins, whatever you guys want. I like to keep them simple for the most part, but they smell so good. And you can use them as gift toppers as well. Here I made some garland out of them this year. Just tied them all with my jute, and then I did grab some of those, those little faux tree branches from the dollar store, and I kind of wrapped them in between, as you can see here, in between the ornaments. It's definitely a fun project, and the kids dig it too. They have a lot of fun when they get in there and make them as well. And again, they look so nice and they smell delicious. And there you go, guys. Have a good evening.